Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show, Into the Night, with me, your host, Sean Kelly. And you know, it is the Super Bowl going on. And hold on one second. Let's see what we got going on here. Is it possible? Is it possible? Oh, come on. No, it won't tell me the score. Does anyone know the score of the Super Bowl game? I know it should be halftime. Sherry Manigan, good to see you. I'm doing good. I'm glad you made it on time. I'm glad you made it too. Cindy Mitch, much love to you. Kevin Beckro, good to see you. Well, it is Super Bowl Sunday. And so why not just have an open discussion? You know, why not? Hi, Ayla. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Into the Night. Everybody in the chat room are my dear friends. Say hello to Ayla. And Ayla, say hello to everybody in the chat room. But all I know is that, hey, Wes, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Something. I don't know. What's the score of the football game at halftime? I can't watch the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Courtney. But I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio 105.3 New Orleans, Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans, for allowing me to give you 2 nights a week, Sunday night and Tuesday nights, from 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And not only is my show on, but my dear friends CL Thomas, hers is on Tuesday. Right after mine, 9:10 to 10:10. And tonight, of course, we have Dawn and Daryl Yazzie. How old are you? How old do you think I am? We'll go that way. 63. That's how old I am, Wes. But yeah, you got Daryl going on, and Darren, Dawn and Daryl. Let's see. And they have a podcast, Don't Whistle at Night. We shall, and after mine, just going over and check theirs out and give them some love. They always have great podcasts going on. Hey, Santiago, good to see you, buddy. A lot of new people in the chat room. This is like really sweet, man. Yep, I'm in the USA, buddy. Yes, I am. Proud to be an American. I am. But, so we're going to have an open discussion tonight. Whatever goes. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Well, I want to talk about, to start it off, is this snow that we've been having this year. And Vecro and Brian and Sherry, the snow that you've been getting up in Canada, let me ask you this. Does this seem right to you? Thank you, Wes. Thank you. Now, has this snow, anybody out there in the chat, anybody listening to the podcast tonight, has their snow been really weird? Thank you, Sherry. Sherry says, "Hey, Heidi, good to see you, Sherry." Well, Sherry wrote, she said, "Sean, made in the USA." Thank you, dear. Thank you. But about the snow out there, everybody, listen, is it weird? Because to be honest with you, there were many a times when it snowed here in Pittsburgh, and I looked at the top of my truck, and it looked like styrofoam. Does anybody ever have experienced that this year? That it wasn't snow, that it was styrofoam. It was really, really weird. Oh, okay. Wes says, yeah, cool. But I knows that where I'm at, Sherry says we have had a lot of snow this year, but I never questioned it. The winds, though, have been weird. Yes, the winds have been very, very weird here. Oh, so Kevin, you got good snow up there. Okay, cool. We have fake snow. Okay, we have fake snow. It's little styrofoam pellets, and it drives me crazy. You know, it just drives me crazy. And then Cindy says, yes, we had styrofoam type snow and chemical smell. Yes, absolutely. How? How less easily? It is bizarre, share, and they they see the clouds, the snow. It's really weird. It's not weird snow. It's weird snow. It's not snow. And like Sherry said up there in Newfoundland, hey Michelle, good to see you. Now the winds. It has been terribly cold here in Pittsburgh. Terribly. I mean, I'm talking in the morning when I go to work, right? When I go to work, it's like -7 degrees. Never, never in my life did we ever have that bitter cold, especially in the morning. I'm jealous, Heidi. All right. Thank you, Wes. Hope you come back. Joni, good to see you, honey. Welcome. So yeah, it's like -7 degrees. And I'm like, it's never, ever, ever been this cold in Pittsburgh as far as I know. And that snowdrop we had, where we got like 12, 13 inches in one night, it's like uncalled for. Johnny's in Jersey, it's 22 below. Yeah. What the hell? You cannot tell me this shit's coming from the Arctic. You cannot tell me it's coming from Canada. You know, I look at the map. I like looking at my weather map. And a lot of this shit's coming up from down south, around Louisiana, around Mississippi, Alabama. That's where the front starts. And these weather people, I'm telling you, man, they lie through their teeth. They seriously freaking lie. Really, I mean, trying to tell me, well, when the hot air meets the cold air, then, it starts snowing and it gets cold. To me, it's a bunch of horseshit. To be honest with you, everybody, I think we all know what the weather is. We are our own weathermen and weatherwomen. We are. We know the deal. Come on, Jersey, 22 below zero. Give us a break. Is it like, oh, okay, we haven't had anything really cold in a long time, so we're going to like make the wind get a lot of the air get colder and freeze over and all kinds of shit. Throw us with fake snow and shit. I don't know. It's just not right. It's been a weird month. It was a weird January, especially when it came to the snow. Okay, when it came to the snow, the little styrofoam pellets. I was sitting in my car at lunchtime one day, and it started, and I'm like looking at this. I'm looking. I'm like, oh, this shit ain't snow. It's not snow. Kevin says Kevin's up in Canada, so he said it's -8 here now. Wind chill brings it up to -13 today, warmer than last week. I mean, I think we were the high 10 degrees today, buddy. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, never sees the minuses, never. It was like we're in the Arctic, like in the Arctic, where everything's minus. It's a bunch of bullshit. I say. You gotta excuse my swearing. Okay. No excuse my swearing, but I don't know. I wanted to bring this topic up for the longest time. And I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I forgot to turn the sound off on my phones. But I'm gonna read this something here because right before the show, see, I had a couple, 2 or 3 videos about this, okay, where people actually went out and got some snow, okay, and made a snowball out of this stuff. And then they brought it in and they tried to burn it, and the ice would not melt. The ice wouldn't melt. The snow would not melt. It actually, you know, made a burn mark in the snow. As you all know, snow melts. Snow's water, and whenever it gets hard, it's going to melt. But this stuff wasn't melting. Then, on another video, there was a lady there was a lady who got like a pot of the snow, this fake snow, I guess, and she ended up eventually put it on and melted it in a pan, and they took the water out of that, out of there, and they put it under a microscope. And what they found was metallic stuff in there. Metallic. In the melted snow water. I mean, do they really think we're stupid? Do they really think that we don't know like what the hell's going on? And I am truly sorry, everybody, if this turns into a conspiracy show. I don't want it to be a conspiracy show. But a lot of things are not adding up with this snow and with this freezing weather. Nothing. I mean, I remember growing up in Pittsburgh, man. I was in Pittsburgh all my life. Yeah, there were some cold mornings, but I mean, like 5 or 6 degrees, but not negative at all. So I looked up, I looked up fake snow, and then I put government next to it. So I'm going to read what goes on here. This is from AI. Conspiracy theories alleging the government is distributing fake or plastic snow, often supported by viral videos of snow turning black or not dripping when heated, are false. It's false. With scientists explaining these phenomena as soot deposits and sublimation. While the government is not creating synthetic snow, agencies do conduct cloud seeding to increase natural snowfall. Let me reread that again. Let me repeat that. While the government is not creating synthetic snow, agencies do conduct cloud seeding to increase natural snowfall. Why? Why? So the people that work at Hallmark can go out and take a picture of white snow? Now, I know for a fact that we have a couple ski resorts here in Pennsylvania, and I know that they use a snow machine in order to make snow so people can ski. That I can understand. What I don't understand is why these so-called agencies seed the clouds to make it snow. Does anyone out there have an idea why? Anybody out there? Did anybody have an answer why they decided to throw a switch and make like the whole United States freezing? Freezing. Now, I know growing up, the snow that we did get, and this is another crazy thing too about where I'm at in snow. Lake Erie, we used to get the snow effect snow from Lake Erie all the time. All the time. But it misses us. It doesn't hit Pittsburgh. We might get a couple flurries. But I remember going to school, and when the lake effect snow from Lake Erie hit, then we'd get a lot, like 12 to 15, 16 inches of snow. Yes. But this shit that's going on right now, no. Not at all. I mean, the snow that we got this past couple of weeks, you know, snow is supposed to be soft and fluffy. Yeah, I said it. Fluffy. You know, and it wasn't at all. I mean, you can literally, if I ever took a picture of where I live, okay, they look like forts, sides, like a wall of snow compacted together. I mean, it was so crazy. Well, thank God for my truck. I got one of them starters, right? Then, you know, I can start my truck from my house, which is, oh my God, heated seats, the best thing out there in the world. Heated seats in my truck. And then when I go and I take the snow off, it just comes off in one clunk. And I mean, literally, when I take it off the roof of my truck, you can hear a thump. It goes thump, like that. Cindy says, I think to get people upset and put negativity into the world, I've seen video about so much wind that was causing Lake Erie to be drier. I saw that. I saw that, Cindy. Never in my life. And that blew me away too. Wind. Completely making Lake Erie dry. Yes. I'm like, this ain't right. You know, Lake Erie, the water's going out. And then if you go to Lake Superior or Lake Michigan, and you see all these freaking waves, I mean, that are worse than an ocean. You're looking at 12 to 14 feet swells at Lake Superior and Lake Michigan. What the hell? But Cindy, you might have a point there. I think to get people upset and get more negativity in the world. I mean, we can go down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole on this, on why. We can put all our brains together and try to figure it out. But the thing that really sucks the most is that we're too powerless, that we can't do a damn thing about it. Then you got those people, those so-called agencies, okay, agencies that do make synthetic snow, and bigwigs in there just sit back and just laugh and watch the whole world go to hell. You know? Also, in Pittsburgh, we have 3 rivers. We have the Ohio, we have the Monongahela, and we got the Allegheny rivers. 3 of them. 3 rivers. The Mon, the Ohio, and the Allegheny. They're frozen over. People are literally walking on the rivers. It's not a good thing to do. It's kind of dumb. But the ice is so thick on the rivers. Never in my life. I've seen the rivers freeze over. Yes, I have seen that. But not as bad as this. No. Now, you got some key points on the fake snow conspiracies here. Viral videos explain when a lighter is held to a snowball, the black residue, hey Russ, is held to a snowball, the black residue is soot, which is carbon from the lighter fluid, not burning plastic. Now, when I read this, right, please tell me if I'm wrong or if this damn AI is wrong. Non-melting snow. Snow may appear not to drip because it is porous, causing the melted water to be absorbed back into the snowball. Sublimation. In dry conditions, snow can undergo some sublimation, turning directly from a solid to a gas without turning into liquid water first. And the government rule, the NOAA, does not participate or fund weather modification through some local, state, or private agencies. Use cloud seeding. It's called releasing silver iodide, is what it is. To increase a snowpack for water supply. And artificial snow machines at ski resorts made snow by blasting water and compressed air, which is not a government conspiracy, but a common resort practice, which is true. But I'm going to get back to this government rule, okay? The NOAA does not participate or fund weather modification, though some local, state, or private agencies use cloud seeding, releasing silver iodide to increase snowpack for water supply. Weird. But you know what? We are coming at the bottom of the hour, so you know the deal. I'm going to be taking a break, and I will see you guys back in 2 minutes. So go smoke a cigarette, go to the bathroom, make some coffee, do what you got to do. And I will definitely see you back here in 2 minutes.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation.
Welcome to the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano. Airing live on the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM in New Orleans.
Hi, and welcome everyone to Ethereal Encounters Unveiled. Today we are broadcasting live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 on the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. This is my Sunday night edition show, and don't forget, UPR. Hi, Cindy Mitch. And I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans, for allowing me to give you 2 hours, 2-hour show, 1 hour on Sunday night, 1 hour on Tuesday night. 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, right after my show tonight, you have Dawn and Daryl Yazzie. They will be having their podcast, Don't Whistle at Night. And so whenever you're done watching mine, please go over and visit theirs. And tell them I sent you. And they always do have good shows. But I need to tell you, okay, that UPRN has a hell of a lot of shows, 7 days a week. You got the Author's Quail. That's on Saturday afternoon. Then you got my favorite, in which I co-host with, The Chat. That's Saturday night at 7:10 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Or if you're living like out in the West Coast or like down in Mississippi, it's 6:10 to 9:10 p.m. Then you have Through the Glass Darkly, you got Sean Hazlitt. He's on Saturday nights. Then you got the Angel Rock on Mondays. You have the Spirit Switchboard. There's all kinds of good shows here on this platform. And if you are really seriously bored and are having a hard time with the fake snow that is out there, okay, then come on UPRN and listen to some shows. I know Heidi goes to a lot. I know Sherry attends a lot. Batgirl, Kevin goes. Cindy goes. And you learn something new every day. And I do too, But before we continue, okay, I know it's halftime and nobody knows the score of the game, so I have to look for it. And what is no score? Tell me the score, guys. 9-0 at halftime. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I just won $100. Yeah, I just won $100. So yes, I'm happy now. I won $100. I never thought, because I had crappy numbers. I had Seattle on 9 and New England 0. And that was in a block pool. So yes, sir, I won me some money. But yeah, now that's all said and done. I'm more happier now. So everybody, so we talked about the fake snow, and we talked about the miserable winds that are going on, and these so-called agencies, okay, not government, but agencies that are dealing, putting what was it, silver dioxide or whatever, into the clouds so they can make it snow. Why do you think they're making it snow? Well, you read AI, and AI said, well, the packed snow so they can make water. It's a bunch of bullshit, I think. It really is. When are these agencies going to realize we're not dumb? Toasty, Santa, why are you live streaming? Well, Toasty, because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. But I did shave off my beard. Anybody can tell you there. But I'm enjoying it. I like the live stream. So what do we do, guys, ladies and gents? What do we do? Do we just let them continue to seed the clouds so it can snow a hell of a lot? Or do you, I mean, I don't want to get into the conspiracies, but I have many reasons why. You're going to have to come on Friday nights. I'd enjoy you know what, Dawn? Pumpkin spice is not bad, dude. Not bad at all. I had some pumpkin spice the other day. Yes. Maybe a drop, but that was it. Just a drop. I gotta admit though, Dawn, that's a step. That's a step. But yeah. But I had a little bit of pumpkin spice now. I don't want everybody out there, have a heart attack and pass over and shit because I had some pumpkin spice. Dawn, who's your guest tonight? Everybody? Mr. Don Yazzie of Don't Whistle at Night podcast. There's Vet Girl. There's Vet Girl. Hi, Vet Girl. Don, who's your guest tonight? Kick ass, LOL, change your life. Kevin says, when we look at it here closely, it's clearly a magical thing. Actual snowflakes. And that love you too, hon. Okay, Dawn says, Dawn, this is his guest tonight. A man that will be called Johnny Utah, stories about skinwalkers and Bigfoot. That's it. That should be an interesting show. Mr. Johnny Utah. Never heard of the dude. But since he's a guest on Dawn and Daryl Don't Whistle at Night podcast, they must be top-notch person. So like I said, like I keep telling my people over here, Dawn, that right after my show to jump on over to yours. You're having a mild winter in Oregon. Is there usually a lot of snow up there, Michelle, in Oregon? But why the East Coast, man? I like what Cindy had to say, and I truly, truly believe that, is that they just want to make people angry. They just want to make people miserable. They want people not to go to work. Is it because everything's going fine out there now? For now? and they want to throw, throw a monkey wrench in the whole situation so we can get miserable again. But I tell you what, and usually warm weather and rain. Well, that's coming up on Tuesday. We're going to go to high of 44. But yeah, right now I'm looking at my temperature, and it's 11 degrees. 11, with the wind chill maybe about 2 or 3. But what I don't understand why these agencies would want to do this. Is it some type of form of control? I don't know. Dawn says, I will welcome all your people. Damn. 11 is very warm in St. George, Utah, 70. Yeah, it's 11 degrees, buddy, here in Pittsburgh on the East Coast. Joni told me that it's minus 22 degrees in New Jersey. Minus 22. Dawn says, cover up always here on the Navajo Nation. The men in black are here as well. I bet. Gonna have to get you on, Dawn, talk about the men in black. Sherry says, my internet is terrible. You keep cutting out. Man, that's not good. Or maybe it's Big Brother here. Oh, Joe Fox, good to see you, buddy. No, here. Look, Joe Scranton. He's out east from where I'm at. Okay, and he's from Pennsylvania. And it's minus 2 degrees here outside where he lives. Yes. I mean, it's like, Joe, I'm going to ask you a question, Mr. Joe Fox. Have you ever seen it this freaking cold for so long in 1 month? In 1 month? Especially out where you're at, out east. Because whatever we get here, Joe gets it maybe a day later. But my son lives in Indianapolis, in Indiana. And so we ask him what the weather is out there. And whatever he gets, we get it 2 days later. It's a damn, so that's my weather, man. But I don't know. I'm having a good Sunday. I just won $100, so I'm happy. With difficult numbers. So, I don't know. It's, okay, Cindy Mitch, who lives in Puxatawney, you know where that damn little furry bastard lives, who came out and saw his 6 more weeks. She says it's 1 degree in Puxatawney, PA. Hey, Squatch man, how you doing, brother? Hey, Squatch, is there any snow down in South Carolina? Is there any snow down where you're at, buddy? He says yes, and that's crazy. And how cold is it down there in South Carolina? It's like the whole East Coast got hit. My cousin died last week, and my cousin flew up from California. No, came up from Florida, all right? And because he used to pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates a long time ago. So spring training is in. So the Pirates are down there in Brighton. So I said, Jimmy, how's Florida, man? Are you in Florida? He flew up because his brother-in-law passed. And he said, yeah, man, we were down there. And we went golfing. And it was 70 degrees weather. Everything was fine. It was a beautiful day out. And he said, Sean, you're not going to believe this, but the very next day, oh, okay, you're no snow in Mississippi? Okay, all right, you're cool. Lucky you. That's funny, Squatch. But no, So he went golfing the next day, and he said there was so much wind, and it was freaking cold in Florida. In Florida. Felt bad for all the snowbirds. And if anybody doesn't know what a snowbird is, people who live up north, okay, they migrate down to Florida during the wintertime up here. And then when winter's over here, they'll leave Florida and come back up here to Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh, wherever they're from. They're called snowbirds. But who's going to know? What can we know? Who knows? But I will tell you, my guest for Tuesday night, I'm going to have Maximin Furyk on again. It was really nice to see that he had an article written about him in the Pittsburgh Tribune right here. It's on dark tourism. And he's going to be my guest on Tuesday. I've had Max before a couple times, about 3 or 4 times. Every time he came out with a book, I had him on the show. And so we're going to have Max on this Tuesday night. And we're going to talk about the article that was written in the Tribune Review here in Pittsburgh. It's be an interesting show. And I know he has another book out, brand new. I don't know what it's called, but I'm looking forward to having him on the show. So if you're not doing anything this Tuesday night, 8:10 p.m. to 9:10 p.m. Eastern, I will have Max on. Joni says Disney had to close their theme park for 3 days due to cold weather. That's crazy, Joni. I never heard of that before until now. Joni says Disney had to close their theme park for 3 days due to cold weather. It's ridiculous. And if it's those agencies, again, who in the hell decides? Do they have a big powwow meeting? Drinking cognac and smoking cigars and say, yeah, we're going to screw up the East Coast. We're going to screw up the Midwest. You know, and all the crap that's going on out there with the weather, the weird snow, the whole 9 yards. I really truly believe in karma. And I know that karma is going to hit these bastards who decide to do this to us. And they'll get theirs. That's why I look at it. But Joe, it's that time. I'm going to pull a card for everybody. And Joe, if you can, buddy, please. Can you look it up and post it for me, please? I appreciate it, my friend. And yes, while I'm shuffling the cards, I do have to say that I did win $100 on the halftime on the Super Bowl. So I'm happy. So how's everybody doing out there before we pull? Is there anybody that has anything that they would like to chat about? Now's the time to do it, you know. Oh, I want to thank everybody in the 160 different countries out there, okay, who listen to my show and all the shows here on UPR and Talk Radio. Yes. Welcome. Welcome aboard. So, Sherry says, so sorry about your cousin. Cher, thank you for that. But he lived a good life. He lived a really good life. And he's a good dude, but thank you very much for that. So Disney World freaking closing down their theme park for 3 days due to cold weather. That's insane. Okay, everybody, I shuffled the card. And everybody knows I do this at the end of my show now, right? So I'm going to draw it and I'm going to cut the deck. Now, the card that I'm going to pull will take you all through the week, you know. And whenever I'm done with Joe puts it up for us, there could be a reason why that animal is going to be with you the whole week, okay? Or even just for today. So the card I'm pulling, oh wow, this is new. Joe, it's the porcupine. the porcupine. That's weird. Now, Joe's going to look that up and put it in the chat. That'd be pretty nice. But so if you leave, just write down porcupine, and what you do is you go to Google and you type in the animal totem porcupine. What's the spiritual meaning behind the porcupine? And hopefully that animal that I pulled for you is going to be helpful for you, very much so. I really believe it. Because I'm going to check it out whenever. Okay, Joe Fox got it. Thank you, brother. The porcupine as a spirit animal symbolizes protection, innocence, and the importance of being true to oneself. It encourages you to let go of the guilt and criticism from others, reminding you to embrace joy and set healthy boundaries in your life. So here we go. I'm going to read that again, Joe. The porcupine as a spirit animal symbolizes protection, innocence, and the importance of being true to oneself. It encourages to let go of guilt and criticism from others, reminding you to embrace joy and set healthy boundaries in your life. Joe, thank you for doing that. I like that about the porcupine. You know, the hell what other people think about you. The hell with what other people say about you. You are you. Love you. Enjoy you. That's what you need to do, is enjoy yourself. Because you're the only person in your world, in your life right now, that, you know, that that needs you. I know it didn't sound right, but kind of got lost for words. And I don't know. But just be true to you. The hell with what other people say. Oh, God, Joe. God, you're good, dude. Joe Fox says, I hope everyone gets the point. You're cute. That's cool, dude. That's cool. That's a good dad joke there. But be true to you. Because without, if you don't love you, if you don't take care of you, you sure as hell can't take of others. I like what Joni says. I'm too old to care about what people think. Me too, Joni. And I remember back a while back where I really did care what people thought of me. And it would get under my skin if they didn't like me. All kinds of crap. But I learned one day about 4 or 5 years ago, the hell what people think and whatever they do for me, because the only person who I should love is myself. And that's what I've been doing. And I just feel good. Who's this? Chantel. Hi. Good to see you, Chantel. Thank you for popping in. I'd appreciate that. Chantel, the chat room. The chat room, this is Chantel. Thank you for coming in. But it is the top of the witching hour. Don't forget that Utah dude guy is going to be on Dawn Yazzy's podcast right after mine, Don't Whistle at Night. And so when we're done here, go over and visit him. Give him some love. And Joe Fox, thank you again for putting up the porcupine. I appreciate that. Joni, good to see you. Chantel, welcome. Let's see. I haven't seen Kurt. He might be watching the game. Let's see. Then Sherry, always a pleasure, dear. Always. Squatchman, always good to see you. Joe, Cindy, God bless you all. Batgirl, Dawn, thank you. So, children, If you can, please go to your parents, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And parents, if you can, please go to your children, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents and if you have no children, find somebody, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And on that note, good night, everybody, and see you Tuesday night.